The following video is proudly presented by MightyOxTrading. All information contained in this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. It is not financial or investment advice. Can you hear me now? I forgot to unplug the headphones before turning them on. They don't work when they're plugged in. So, once again, good morning. Welcome to March. I'm just not awake yet. My own fault. I was rushing around to get some stuff done and just... Anyway, so markets overnight. And how are you today, Vincent? Thank you for letting me know I was muted. If you weren't here, I wonder how long I would have been silent. NASDAQ kind of consolidated overnight. Then had this huge candle up here about an hour before London opened and sold off since. About a 250 point range. ES, same thing. Didn't have time to move these yellow lines this morning. About a 77 point range. You said you were going to be trading London session, Vincent. How did it go? How is it going? Good morning, Jay. How are you doing? How is Romania? Copper, about a 6 times 120 tick range. Came up, came down. Did the hokey pokey and it turned itself around. Gold. What are you seeing? We saw some consolidation and moving upwards. About a 27 point range. I'm looking at platinum. Platinum don't matter. UltraBond. also moved upwards. Wow, wait, UltraBond's made a nice recovery. It was down at 179 just a couple days ago. Now it's back up to 190. Big move up here overnight. Trying to find its bottom there. And its top, about a 5-point range. Uh, Looks like ES is pulling back here. Very smooth looking chart right now. Ooh, there's a nice little drive. Cool. Buys. Crude oil. Oh. Oh, wow. Crude's back above 100. Big move up overnight here. Over a 5-point range. Spiking up right now as we speak to new daily highs. Up to almost 101. Gas prices are going to be going up. Heating, natural gas. About a 200 tick range there. The Russell. Oops, there's the other yellow line. Russell double top there. It looks like we have about a 42 tick range. And last but not least, the Dow. One under 500 points. So that's where we sit at now. Now we can start looking for some opportunities here in the market. Bitcoin's back up to over 44K. Guess the overall market cap of cryptos passed 2 trillion again last night after it had been there before, but had fallen, obviously. Now we're seeing a nice move up on cryptos as well. Thank the Russians. Yeah, the weather is starting to get warmer, so we probably should start looking for some shorts. Okay, so that's where we stand now. Oh, stretching. Still need to fire that person that scheduled these early morning streams. And this Friday is non-farm payrolls. Okay. So, excuse me one moment. I want to send out my payment thing to ShareVision. By the way, the new monthly sale for Earn a Trade, which I haven't gotten the graphics for yet, which is why you see the top graphics kind of skewed a little bit. The Trader Career Path this month is all still on sale, but now for $90 instead of $75. So instead of being 50% off, it's 40% off. That's the new deal on for Earn a Trade. Personally, I think they should have also put one of the Gauntlet Minis on sale, but yeah, I see signals there. I'll check on 1 minute. There we go. Just want to make sure I get the thing out the share vision time so I can get paid. And away it goes. There we go. Okay. Now back to what we were doing. Good morning, Skogs. How are you today? Oh. Let's look at NASDAQ overnight. Now, you know what? I mean, just look how, I mean, it would have been easy and hard to trade. It'd been easy only because it didn't send any signals for hours here. Let's go back to here. Hold on, let's check, see what gold's telling us. Gold moved down here. Yeah, this moved down, came up, bopped the SMA line, moved down, came a little lower, pull back, up, down, left, right. AB start. Probably just missed it as I was doing that analysis. Pulling back now. Doing pretty good, still waking up. So we'll watch gold while we'll do some charting here. Let's move this. Oh, we'll start here, and this would have been a good signal, but I probably wouldn't have taken it because it's touching those bands. But it seems to like to do that lately. As you can see, it would have been a good signal. Oh, maybe it wouldn't have been a good signal. It would have actually stopped me out with that little wick unless I did 10. I'm starting to think I need to do a 10 instead of 7.5. Look for 20. Boom. You can see that would have ended up going much further than that. That was a 60 points in those 3 candles there. And we have this short that ended up being the start of the big short. As you can see, this, oh wait, didn't go that far. This long, it would have worked for 10 points. It would not have worked, but it was a reversal, just kind of a pullback. Actually, it would have went for 20 points, but I would not have taken it, I don't think.
Okay, gold sent that signal, but it's now reversed. Let's see here. This one. That would not have stopped me out, but would have become really close. That would have given me the 20. Then we saw this big move down. It didn't give a signal for like an hour. Another reversal play here. If 10 points, but would have been. And I would have taken that one, and that one would have ended up stopping me out. There. Oops. I hate it when I do that. Now gold decided to go down. So I should have taken that signal. That's our first. I should have taken that signal today. Yeah. So let's finish off this charting. Long. Easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Not have taken that. I don't think. Would have taken that. I don't think that would have worked. Not have worked. Well, maybe. Hold on. That would not have worked. Would have been stopped out. And of course, this would have worked nicely. This would have worked nicely. This one would not have worked. I don't think. Would not have. And this is how I chart. That one would have. And then this last signal would have been interesting. That would have given, well, hasn't gotten to 20 yet. Be very close. So, one win, two wins, three wins. Wait, no, yeah, three wins. That's a loss. 1, 2, 3, one loss. 3, 1, 3, 2, 4, 2, 4, 3, 5, 3. We'll say we would have taken that at accidentally. 5, 4, 6, 4, 7, 4. Since midnight my time last night, at a 2-to-1 reward to risk is pretty darn good. So that's how the London session went. Speaking of the London session, for those of you that weren't here last night, and you'll see me remind you throughout the month, 2 special streams coming up well, the next few weeks. Technically, one isn't this month, but we're going to do a extended session on the FMLC meeting day, March 16th. Start at normal time, run it to after the FMLC meeting on YouTube and Twitch. And then Friday, April 1st, we're going to trade the London session, which rolls into a non-farm payroll report for April, which of course rolls then into the New York session. So that'll be a 9.5-hour stream starting at 1 a.m. Eastern time. So if anyone wants to join me overnight, we're going to do a London session. And also remember, of course, this is the first stream of the day. I'll be on ShareVision tonight at 7:45 Eastern for 3 hours or 2 or 3 hours. See how things are tonight. So far, slow morning here, besides that nice gold trade that I missed. Top of the hour, just a few minutes. Natural gas is heading downward. And Q would have now definitely reached that target. I'm just going to yeah, it's going to be a long day. I'm not getting my words out. Yes, Vincent, and I might even use it this Friday for non-farm payrolls. I'll definitely use it for FMLC. I kind of try and see what the market's doing before non-farm payrolls before I decide to do it, but FMLC I definitely do it for. I'm just not sure which account I'll do it on. If I, depending, I mean, it'd be nice if I could be funded in one of the accounts by then. Uh, Good morning, Yolanda. How are you this morning? I feel the same way. Oh, holy wow. Gold just dropped like a rock. It hit it down 8 points total on that move. It's pulling back now, down about 4, so it pulled back about half. But wow, where'd that come from? No move on the indices on there. Let's go to the metals. All silver really didn't move that much. Just gold. It looks like platinum took a move as well. Copper do anything? No, copper didn't care. So wow, that was quite the move there on gold. So much so that, first of all, instead of just sitting there on my hands, I should have played the bounce. But let's look at this. Let's, yeah, there we go. Ah, get in my way, why don't you? Yeah. You can see here, well, you can barely see that band, but there. You can see that that move down almost hit the 6th standard deviation Bollinger Band. That was definitely, like, you could plant an order on anything above 4 for a reversal and you'll get it. And that would have been an awesome reversal play there. But it just caught me by surprise. That was a little bit of a wake-up call. Yep. Good morning, Chris. Yep, we're marching into March. And Q. Try to pop up here. Crude. Try to pop down here. Oh, that's a decent looking signal actually. Crude chart. Uh, Crude actually hit 101, 101.48, has now popped down from that high almost a full point before it even sent me that signal. Good morning, Great Lakes. How are you today? Top of the hour. Gold. See a nice spike there up on crude and then reject it. Don't. What did I just knock down actually? Silver. Not worry about silver right now. I gotta wake up. Anyone bring the caffeine? Nasdaq came down here, came back up, popped back up. Looks like it wants to pop back down. So if it gets back below 14,096, I might take that. See, we're kind of making higher lows though, so that's a concern. You know, came down this nice big move down here, ended there, came back up, back down, ended there, came back up, back down, ended there or there. So see if it wants to try and continue down here. Why do my candles look so weird on that chart? Uh, so we are just about at that level now. 14,096. Yeah, we just broke that level. Let's bring up an NQ chart. See if a candle finishes below 96. We're at 98, 96. Switch to 30 by 15. There we go. Oh, switch. Yeah, we're on TCP. See the bounce there, so we'll wait. For those of you that were anxiously waiting Earn a Trade's March deal, it's 40% off the TCP. Oh, so we bounced there on NQ. NQ chart magically goes away. We wait. Oh, NQ's actually sending us a long signal now. Kind of seems like it wants to range. We'll give it some space. Let it be temperamental. Gold popping up there. So it comes back down. I won't take that signal there against the trend or the short-term trend there. So Nasdaq popped up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Copper made a big move up there, pulled back, now trying to head up again. That crude signal could have given us like 15, but right now it's kind of, ooh, big move down there on natural gas. So, so now, so NQ comes up, down, up, down. Now we're still back. Now we're back to looking at see if it can break this. It's double bottomed here, kinda at right at 96 or 95. It did reach 95 on that last try. So again, we'll see if it can get down below there. Oh, it's Doing candle calisthenics. I just want to say you're all a talkative bunch today. Of course, I'm kidding. You don't ever need to feel the need to talk. I know everybody's concentrating. Copper pop back down, bouncing on the SMA. Gold riding the SMA. UltraBond heading downward. Like we're in a bit of a consolidation phase here. So but a 10-point candle up green. Now it's trying to pop back down. There is a slightly down on a slightly downward slope. If this breaks back through this SMA line, I might just take it for try and get a quick scalp out of the NQ. Nope. Bounced again. NQ's not giving us anything I like so far. Thank you for that, Chris. Someone has posted something in the Earn to Trade Discord that's making my head hurt about volume profile. Okay, so NQ's now trying to pop up. Long signal there. We're in long. Oh, chart. There we go. Magic of the internet. And with 2 micros long. Yes, Russell's sending us the signal there too. Big candle up here. So we are into the bands now. You know, when it gets into the bands on the first candle. Recent high of 14,154. 144 might be an interesting area too. Indicator's been working very well. Jay, the brain has not. Excellent. We are up about, or we were, a bit of a pullback here. Hovering around 6 points. Yeah, I'm just not still too conservative, too hesitant on things, Jay. 5 seconds on this 1 minute candle, looking kind of like a, well, there we go. I like that burst of green there at the end of that candle. We're up about 10 points now. Question is 30 too much to look for right now? Kind of looks like it might be. Of a stop loss of 15. Could move this down to 20. What is 20? There we go, right about there. Oh, maybe I was too quick to do that. It's surging up. We'll keep it there. It's kind of hesitating right around 136, 137. Just kind of where that top of that wick of that first burst up at 137. Struggling. Did it get through there? The irony here is if I used 15 as a profit target, we would have hit. But let's see if it can burst through. There we go. Looking for 3 more points. New candle. Big move down there. Rejected 4 times. On this setup, once it hits 20 points, my stop moves to break even. Um, oh, there we go. Just hit my first target, so it cashed out one, and my stop moved to break even for the other. Once it hits 30, the stop will start trailing very closely if it hits 30. We got about $40 off of that so far. See if it continues to head up. Um, ATM is definitely good, but it can be a hindrance as well too because I end up relying on it too much in some situations where it'd be better if I was more tailoring the stops to the current price action versus just using a generic take profit and stop loss. There's some times where I'm going in with you know a certain stop loss. It'd be better if I place the stop kind of like behind the last big candle or something better because I get stopped out a lot on things that end up going my way after it stops me out. So that's something I need to get better at. It's just so much easier to just kind of set it and forget it. So struggling here at 44, which was about, if we look back here, this candle also hit 144, and then after like they tried one more time, bulls tried to and then rejected down. So it's struggling up. As I say that, it gets above it. Now you see my trailing stop moving up a little bit there. We are we hit 25 points in the profit. That's when the trailing stop started trailing pretty far away yet, but at 30 it'll there. You see the trailing stop jump up, and they immediately came down to hit it. So we're out of that trade now. We can look at the stats. Uh, so we got in there at 14,122 with two contracts. Cashed the first one out at 14,142 and 3/4. So that was yeah, 20, 20 and 3/4 points. The other one cashed out at 14,146. So just 4 more points after that. So approximately about an $80 win, $82 win. Good morning, Tom. Of course, there's our cha-ching. And there's the pullback. So it looks like we got out at the right time, at least for this pullback. Thank you, Yolanda. And now you can see that in the upper right-hand corner, the TCP is updated. We are now up $134 on the TCP account. Oh, good luck. Nice short there, Chris. So 1 for 1 on the morning, which is good because I went 0 for 3 on last night's stream. Nice. So, what, we got about 15 points or so, Chris? If my early morning math is doing me right. Excellent job, Chris. UltraBond sending as a short signal, gold sending as a short signal, NQ sending as a short signal. Stop me if you heard this before, short signal. We can move down there on the Ultra. I haven't taken an UltraBond trade in a while. Previous low on the UltraBond move here was 188.15. What the heck? We're filled on the UltraBond. Totally wrong parameters. Crap. Okay, let me move this stop much closer. 3 ticks. It's kind of jumpy. Let's see what we get out of it. I have to manage this trade myself. Oops. Then I knocked down the chart. I did put it in my right parameters for the UltraBond. I'll actually take the stop at 4. Give it a little bit of room. Remember, 31.25 a tick on the UltraBond. It's gonna come back to bite me. Whoa! I put my stop up way too high. I thought I put it at 4. Okay, so UltraBond bit me there for a $150 loss. That sucked. I got in late. My own fault. Shouldn't have jumped in there. The candle was 18.19 and my entry ended up being 18. Really? Yeah, I got in way too late. I ended up chasing that. I didn't realize how late I got in. If I had gotten in right up that on the start of that candle, I would have hit my profit target. So the gauntlet just took a hit there that it didn't need to. But TCP's still happy, so we're good there. Whoops. TCP also disappeared. There we go. That's going to continue to go down. It came up enough to stop me out and continue to go down. So right idea, just bad entry. That was more of a case of not being organized. And I still wish I could trade off a trading view. It'd be so much easier than having to switch between the ninja charts and the trading view charting. See, UltraBond went right back down. So it came up, stopped me out, and now is going back down. That's going to continue to go. There was my profit target on that. So, yeah, right idea. I at least find some solace in the fact it was the right idea and just I screwed it up. Uh, I've studied Bonds. He had a good career, but unfortunately that whole steroid thing. Oh, you don't mean Barry Bonds? I don't know anything about Bonds either. Wow, look at that. So my entry on the UltraBond there was 88.14. It's down to 87.31, so it's dropped like 15 ticks. Wow, look at the Nasdaq. Big 30-point candle up, broke that previous resistance easily. Not sure where that just came from. Good morning, Michael. How's your Tuesday going so far? Yeah, it's a good question. Vincent, are you still long? Because if you are, you're doing very well. Good job. I have one winner on TCP, one loser on the gauntlet. Let me see what I can find on Twitter, Yolanda. Twitter is my friend usually. Ukraine, EU. I'm not. Vincent is the bomb. He is awesome trader. And he partially uses my strategy that I can't make work. Okay, so not seeing any answers to the Ukraine EU. Twitter failed me. That's upsetting. Meanwhile, and what's Vincent targeting? 44.15. That's a huge move there, Vincent. But I see why you're targeting it. Well, actually, I don't. What is 44.15? Where was that at? Oh. There? No, 44.15. Okay, so back. Oh, okay. Now I see what you've. No, okay, I got you. I think. No, I still don't see it. Why 44.15? Instead of me here searching all the way back. And Q, touching the band on the 5 minute on the RSI, kind of tickling the band on the regular chart as well. UltraBond continues to make me cry. It's now down a full point since my entry, which is $1,000 on that entry, which was only 10 minutes ago. Somebody shoot me. Copper's also been heading up nicely. In fact, I think copper's made a new high of the day. It has. Yeah, I do notice that most of the time, if the NQ and stuff is going up, then the bonds are going down, and vice versa. Morning, Ace. Oh, there's a big spike there in platinum. Crude oil trying to pop back up. A little bit of a pullback now on the ES and NQ. So one win on TCP so far, one loss on the gauntlet. Loss on the gauntlet is stupid. Bring some back for the rest of the class, Chris. Reminder everyone about my new insane schedule. I will be on ShareVision tonight at 7:45 Eastern Time, and there tomorrow morning as well. Good morning, John. I'm doing pretty good. How are you this morning? Though I'm still struggling to wake up. Well, John, I'm actually trying to figure out a way to stream on share version on the Saturdays as well, so I can get that extra day. They'll pay me $50 a day. So if I could find a way to do at least one stream a day, it's like, $1,500 a month. If I could find some, do some decent content on Saturdays and Friday evenings. Yep, but this is part of my plan. All ox all the time. All ox all the time. Overdose of ox. I don't even like being around me this much. But we do the grind to get the money until I can make this trading thing work and get money from that. Continue to try and keep my head above water. Especially since I don't know how to swim. I don't know how to swim. Hello, Walt. Yep, the ox overdose. I give it 1 second, Ace. Let me grab it. Here somewhere. There we go. Copy link. There's the link for ShareVision. Ace is taking along. We see a bounce off the SMA there on ES and NQ. Actually, ES didn't even touch the SMA. Russell making that same curl. I appreciate that, Michael. Support might be a little bit backed up on under trade for when you go to ask for live commissions. I'm not sure how it is right now, but yeah, they had a snafu where they accidentally ended the half off deal on the TCP early, and people who were grabbing it last minute were getting the deal. So they had like 100 support requests this morning. Did get this long signal here on crude. It really, well, crude to go about 15 ticks, so that wasn't been a horrible signal. Pop it back down below the SMA line now on crude. See what it does. ES still curling up, or trying to. Yeah. Ace got in at 54. I see it hit a high of 50. I was going to say, I just saw that it hit at 57, so Ace got his 2 points. Ace always shoots for 2 points and sometimes gets lots more. What? Okay, so crude came down to the SMA line and then snaked back up. Copper sending us a signal. Pulling back after a long, grindy move up. I saw it reach new daily highs. A little bit sideways here now in the indices. Gold continuing to grind down. Agriculture, I didn't look at that yet. We will be watching lean hogs at the open. Soybeans and soybean oil and soybean meal. Moving up. Corn moving down. Oh, wrong, looking at the wrong day. Let's try moving, corn moving up as well. Actually making some nice moves. Agriculture is often just very boring, but that's made some nice moves. Thanks to Russia. Russia. People helping people. I loved seeing this community that's built around this stream here. You know, people giving each other advice and just talking strategy. Had somebody post on my Reddit a couple days ago, right underneath my post where I posted that I was now streaming 10 times a week. He posts, does anyone uh, stream futures live? He says, I'm looking for an expert to learn from. And I'm like, well, I stream. I may not be an expert, but there's a lot of good, profitable traders in this stream. But then I recommended Rod Casilli. So Nasdaq's curled back up here. Let's take a closer look. See, it topped out here at 41.95, came down, kind of curled up, moved up again. Looks like kind of like a reversal candle. We might be seeing a reversal here. Oh, trying to figure out if this is a dip and it wants to continue up or what it wants to do here. We'll watch and wait. So this topped out at 195. We're at 194 right there. Let's find ourselves an MNQ chart. 197 just broke. Let's see if it fits. Oh, rejected back down. Thank everyone for joining me today. If you're here from YouTube, please hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Not sure what's going on, but daytime I get hammered with dislikes. Like right now, I have 8 likes and 7 dislikes, and I don't know if some other streamer doesn't like me or what's going on. Daytime, my daytime streams here get hammered with dislikes. Now, supposedly it doesn't matter too much, but still, I don't know. I guess it can matter a little bit to the algorithm. Like if it gets too many dislikes, it will not recommend the stream, the channel as much. Okay, just burst up through that resistance up to 198. Let's see if it holds it for the rest of this candle. Ooh, big burst up there. If it holds, the 14-point candle, which concerns me a little bit because we see this big candle here and then it kind of consolidated. Big candle here, pulled back. We're filled on MNQ. If this wants to continue heading up, we're about 35 minutes from the bell. Yeah, pulling back. We're at 14,203. Now we're seeing some green there. Candle's a little bit neutral. There we go. We'll continue some green momentum here. Continue to ride up the bands, hopefully. Gold popping up there. Nice, Yolanda. Getting in off that bounce right there, off that SMA there, or getting in here when this broke that on that candle, that would have been the better entry. Right now it's hanging right around my entry point. Hoping for one more nice surge up here. Guess I should look at support and resistance. Let's go over here. It's easy to look at that on a 5-minute chart. Yeah. This area here, kind of a little bit of consolidation on the way down. And this was definitely an area of consolidation earlier, so it might struggle. Hopefully we can get something out of this. Uh, that's me. MightyOxTrading. Hanging right around the my entry right now, consolidating. That's okay. First time someone used mod, I was like, "What are you talking about?" And then I'm like, "Oh yeah, okay, I see that." A little bit of a curl back here. Starting to see, see red. Hoping that prior resistance can provide support. If it breaks it, then we might be in trouble. Sitting right on it, we're down. Oh, yep, it's gonna. Looks like we're gonna get stopped. 5 points for my stop. Bouncy. Ouch. Stopped out. That's frustrating. So maybe I need to just keep staying with the signals and not trying to get in on a break of support or resistance, because I just gave back a good portion of my gains there. Uh, let's see. Hasn't updated yet. That was somehow we got major slippage on that loss too. Instead of getting out at 15, we lost 16 and a half. And the TCP is now up $65.44. So back to this whole one step forward, one step back thing. Great job, Matt. You're killing it. Excellent job. So we'll wait for our next entry. Hopefully find something to make that back. I need to see some forward progress on this TCP. Sustained forward progress. So this is my luck. I just want to show you why I sometimes feel like the market hates me. Remember, this is where I got in and then ended up getting stopped out. And now look at this. This has now gone down almost 2 full points. So that's almost a $2,000 move there. Just shy, probably like 1,800, 1,500, something like that. But I got stopped out and then it just. NASDAQ pulled back here underneath the SMA. Now it's curling underneath of it. Underneath of it. Under. Sounds weird. If anyone hasn't already started a TCP, Trader Career Path, that wants to, this month's Earn to Trade deal is, instead of 50% off, it's 40% off. Still pretty cheap. That comes to $90. Eventually, the regular price is going to be 150, but I have a feeling they're going to kind of keep it on sale for a couple months yet. Might, like last month it was 50%. This month it's 40. Next month you might see like 30 or something. But TCP is definitely probably the best product, I would say, because you can start off small and grow big and get profit along the way while you're doing it versus just, buying a 50K, I'm sorry, 150K Gauntlet Mini, and for the big price of it's like $300, and you're not making any profit as you're trying to get to the profit target there. TCP allows you to keep taking profit along the way as you're building up. Great job, Chris. So you're over 500 on the day. Plus you were up last night too. So you're up very well today. You should be very happy, Chris. So one win, one loss today on the TCP for me. Excellent. So, Chris, you have just the two accounts, the Apex and the Earn to Trade TCP? Cool. There's a couple guys on the Earn to Trade Discord that have among the various firms, they have a total of 50 accounts. It's insane. Yeah, I mean, it's like 20 with Lilu and 10 with Apex, 3 with Earn to Trade, a couple U profits and other stuff thrown out. I forget their whole setup, but every time that Lilu does one of those flash sales of like $20, they grab like 10. It's like I just. Also saw a guy posted yesterday on the Earn to Trade Discord. And he's trading 4 accounts, and he's taking 400 trade. He took 400 trades yesterday on each of the 4 accounts. His commissions were like thousands of dollars. Yeah, here I just found that. Let me open it again here because like I'm bored. Oh, whoops, opened it on the wrong. But yeah, his total trade P&L is 5,720, and his commissions were 3,252 for a net P&L of 2,467, and he had 4 accounts like that. Oh wow, ouch. Yeah, they were just stalking their prey there. So we are about 18 minutes from the bell. AQ has pulled back, came up here, stopped me out, ran up here. Now did send a short signal, but kind of consolidating since. Vincent, are you still hanging in that trade? Yeah, trading has a way to humble you really, really quick. Like the UltraBond just laughing at me. Haha, I stopped you out. Then I went exactly your direction for like a huge move. So I'm thinking for, I don't know. I was thinking that for Thursday night stream and Friday morning stream, I might just focus on gold and NQ. Kind of get rid of the distractions and just follow those two charts. The nuances and try and take more trades based on the movements, the bounces, instead of just taking the signals. Although Friday being a non-farm payroll day, I'm not sure about that. I'm going to mute here for a couple minutes and eat a little bit of breakfast. Continue watching the charts, and I'll make some comments if I see anything looks good. NQ looks like it is continuing to come down here. Should have taken that short signal. Sending a signal. Let's look at it. Long signal. Kind of a pullback. Yeah, why not? See if it holds. Although we are toward a recent high here. 101.06. We're at 101. Even. Even number. Market likes the even numbers. So let's just see here. 15 seconds to go on this candle. And I haven't started my eggs yet. I'm gonna try and get in on the bid here. I'm late again. Oh, nope, I'm filled. So we'll watch this as I eat. In on crude. Oh, wow. Out on crude. Stop that. Oh, my God. Okay, I can't do anything right on the gauntlet account today again. Okay, I'm going to eat now. Okay, so I definitely need to reevaluate something here with my stops. Because this is another one just took off after stopping me out. I'm down big on the gauntlet account today on two trades that ended up working in my favor. See, and again, I'm using, just an ATM, easy. If I had just set my stop here below, you see it coming back down here, but just below at the low of the candle that fired the signal, it would not have stopped me out. And I would have got, 15 ticks out of it. So I got to go with wider stops, I guess, because I'm trying to control my risk, which is a good thing. But if I'm controlling the risk too much, I'm actually causing myself more risk. It's kind of confusing. I'm gonna go back and finish my eggs before the bell. Okay, eggs are finished, supplements taken, and we're ready to continue. Matt, yeah, I do kind of agree with that. I mean, there's a there has to be a balance. Obviously, you don't want to run those stops like some people do. I just, but yeah, I'm being too conservative. I mean, I'm trying for a 2-to-1 reward to risk usually now. And I guess maybe I just need to widen the stops and go for 1.5 to 1 for the most part. So like there, or you know, like I said, here on this one, let's look at that. Right, there's no way you can avoid losses. I'm, you know, as I've said before, the key to trading is to find something that works at least 50% of the time with a better than 1-to-1 risk to reward. And which it's a simple concept that isn't as easy said than done. Whatever I'm trying to say there. But let's say so this is my entry point on here, and I had an 8 tick stop, I was actually, I got in, yeah, so, and it came down 9 ticks. So it came down just enough to knock me out. Now, but if I just set my stop real quickly, the open of this candle was at 187. I'm having trouble saying 100 on these oil because I don't expect 100 on oil. So if I set my stop there at 187 and entry price, yeah, entry price is 996. So it would have been only a 10 tick stop. So I could have even, looked for 20. Oh wait, it still stopped me out? Really? Okay, if I would have looked for 15, there we go. So if I looked for 15, 1.5 to 1, using just the bottom of this trigger candle, I would have got 15 ticks instead of taking an 8 or 9 tick loss like I did. It did pull back. I should have played that bounce off and done the same thing. But even so, just off the trigger candle, 1.5 to 1 using just the low of that candle would have got me the win there. Yeah, I agree with that as well. On what? On where? Tom? Brave man to go right before the bell? We're flat here. I'm going to stay flat until the open or after the open. I will be watching my hogs. Yes, though I do agree, Matt. That that's. But again, I'm probably taking more losses on that account because of how tight I'm running those stops. I don't know. I gotta stop this 2-step forward, 1 step back. I was gonna say that was 43.56. Okay, cool. Up 1 point so far. Good job. Are you gonna stay in that trade through the open, Tom? Gold. Gold sending a short signal right here before the bell. It's tempting me. Oh, nice. Very good job, Tom. That was perfect. Nice little surge up right before the bell there. We're going to go over to NQ and ES 5 and 1 minute charts. Excellent job, Tom. No, you're not a chicken. You're smart. You know, I, as you can see, first of all, it's pulled back down almost to your entry price. And I would not stay in through the open. Exactly what Ace said. Oh, I mean, you just made $275, which is in like 2 minutes, which is, $275 is more than a lot of people make in a week. Hold on 1 second, I'll be right back. Back to 5 seconds to the bell. Keltner. No, I played with Keltner once in the past, but no, I haven't really learned the advantages of Keltner gunk. I think I've looked at it a few times. Okay, but I haven't taken the time to try and figure out the best way for it to help me. Okay, 19 points off the channel. Off the channel? Off the open. There we go. Too many things going on in my brain at once. Hit the Bollinger Band on the 1 minute on the NQ and came down. Gold sending me another signal. Let me quickly check on gold. Gold did bounce there. Good thing it didn't lure me into that signal. Back to NQ. NQ up. Did pull back a little bit, but not a lot. 20 points on that first 1 minute candle. We're up 20 points total right now. Not a huge explosive open so far. Did send a long signal, but I didn't want to take it because I was ill, and there's a good reason, because it just threw up downward. Waiting and watching here, trying to watch how it reacts. 5 minute chart, you see it's still kind of sideways. Recent high back here was 210. It's sitting at like 188. My hogs are sending me a signal. Oh, we're there on the hogs. We'll come back. NQ sending a signal again. NQ dumped down. Doji, it's now a red candle in the 5 minutes. Since the open, we're down 12 points. ES is still is still green on its 5 minute candle. Short signal on the NQ. These are smaller candles though than we're normally seeing on the 1 minute at the open. 20 points there down. Signal, but we're not taking it. ES still green for the since the open. Nasdaq red slightly. And Q, again, trying to send that short signal, but we're not taking it. Ouch. Excuse me a minute while I scratch my back, and then I'll get rid of that signal. Indecisiveness so far, we have basically a doji candle in the 5 minutes. It's only moved a quarter of a point since the open, if you don't count all the movement in that candle. Kappa. Kappa sending a short signal, did come down, pulled up, now sending it down, heading down. We're gonna grab that copper, I think. I don't have a copper chart? I swear I have a copper chart. Yeah, there it is. Just looking at it's looking with Renko's. Oops. Gonna sell market on copper. Wrong parameters. Crap. There we go. We're filled on copper. There's the copper chart. Continue to watch NQ, NES, NQ now big move up, 32 points. There's the big moves we were expecting. We're down 2 ticks on copper, 3 ticks on copper as it bounces back up. Gunk, if you're here, still here, wasn't trying to ignore you. Tell me what you feel is the advantage of Keltner channels. Ouch, looks like copper is going to bite me as well. Oh, maybe not. It's kind of iffy there. Big move up there now on the NASDAQ. That was a 50-point candle, so 3 pullbacks and then boom, up. Okay, copper's coming back down for me. Up to 6 on copper, pullback there on NQ after it broke the band. Big pullback. We're now up 4 ticks on copper. So 20-point pullback on the NASDAQ ES. Still showing as green though. Made a nice move. Back to the 5-minute charts. So we saw 42 points off the 5-minute chart on NQ and 11 on the S&P. Okay. I'm always willing to look at an indicator or whatever. I'll try and take a look at it over the weekend maybe. Gold. Still up 1 tick here on copper. It's being a little temperamental. $61.50 long. Very good entry. Beautiful, Tom. Down 3 ticks now in copper. Hopefully it bounces off the SMA. We'll kind of there we go. Zoomed in there on the copper chart. UltraBond. Sending a short signal back down. We're now down 4 ticks on Z Kappa. Now it's only 1. Up. So we have big candles coming up, little small red candles, big wicks on NQ. Copper's still messing with me, down 4 ticks. Silver, sending a signal. Let's check our silver. Not that I ever take a trade on silver, but silver is... Chart's frozen. Good job. Oh, ouch. We're down 9 ticks. Okay, why is my chart not loading on silver? There we go. Thank you. Silver's up near the top of its Bollingers on both the on the 5-minute and on the regular chart and the RSI. Gold's doing the same. Great job, Tom. Excellent work. Looks like the indices may be leveling out here a bit. A couple of barely moving candles. Gold is making a nice move upwards. Meanwhile, I'm here in copper and it's just kind of hanging out here. Hopefully, it continues to want to head downward. Welcome back, Jay. Lurkers are welcome. Been a very popular stream today. We've hit over 20 viewers a few times. Still in copper here, down 3 ticks, sideways, hoping that it decides the direction it wants to go is down. Big pullback here on the NQ. 22 points followed by 13 points. Good job getting out, Tom, right at the right time. It's always nice when the stars align. We see that copper's kind of sideways and squeezing. We're down to 5 ticks. Bands are tightening. If we look at the chart over here, let's blow the chart up on TradingView. Yeah, we saw a big move up here, pull back, a little bit higher move, and now we're kind of just, it's a slow downtrend, it looks like. There we go. Now we're seeing some red. Now we're up 6 ticks. Up back to break even. It's trying to torture me here a bit. But it does look like it wants to head down. Profit target's at 20 ticks, which is 250 bucks. But I'm not sure we're going to get there, but we're going to give it a chance. ES sending a short signal. Not taking that there though. Crude just hit 102. Hope nobody drives gasoline powered cars. Now we're seeing some move down on copper. Maybe patience is a virtue after all. So definitely seeing short signals firing above NQ and ES. It's pulled back a bunch. I mean, it's pulled back 60 points. Looks like we got some sellers coming in here in copper. We're bopping between being up 3 and 5 ticks. Oops. Might have spoke too soon. So maybe I should have taken that short signal there on NQ. It was right on the SMA line, but obviously, I mean, it's gone down 14, 15 points now. 20 points. So yeah, it would have been a nice signal to take. Instead of copper, which is torturing me here. You don't know what it's like being tortured by copper. There we go. Come on, you know you wanna. Really? The Bollinger Band on the RSI on the 5 minute has met the price action on copper. See, we're sideways on the 5 minute chart. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Great job, Tom. Beautiful work. And copper's back to my entry point. Ooh, big reversal there on the NQ. 40 point 1 minute candle. UltraBond. Short signal. Try to tempt me. How much was that? ZB. So I'm uh, Chris. How much was that? Because I'm a bit confused. I have a ZB chart up here somewhere. One of these is ZB. This one? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I knew it was 31.25 a tick. I wasn't sure. 93.733 point. I wasn't sure what you. Oh, $93. Okay. Okay, I got you. Sorry. I got you. Good job. Okay, we're back up to being 6 ticks up on copper. Ooh, big move down. Is it paying me for my patience? Should I get out now? So I'll get down to 46.50 here. We're at 46. I'm sorry, 56.50. We're at 56.75. CFT normally stays with a UB instead of ZB, but he will occasionally trade ZB. Both at 31.25 a tick. UB's the one that bit me earlier. They've been in this trade now for forever. No. uh, yeah, I can't see the time. Been in this trade now for 16 minutes. Moving down. There we go. Oh yeah, there we go. That's what I wanted. That makes the ox happy. Go ahead, continue down. There we go. Trailing stop is trailing. Ooh, big flashback. Trailing by 4 ticks now. Guaranteed 200 in profit. Or 187 in profit. That was nice. That was nice. Okay, let's look at the stats on that. Boom, hold on, bring up stats. So we got in at 4.5720 out of 4645645 for, yeah, 10, 11. So we got 15 ticks of profit on that. That's $187.50. Excellent. Best trade I've done on copper in a long time. Maybe our relationship is being repaired. There's the double cha-ching. I needed that for that gauntlet account because I was definitely starting to feel a little bit down. Still down a bunch on the day on the gauntlet. Thank you, Ace. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Chris. Tom. Did continue going down, but I'm happy with what we got. Obviously, one day I'll do 2 contracts where I let one run more, and as it's continuing to move down, wow, that's quite the move down. That would have been a bit of a $500 trade now, but hey, that's okay. Bouncing now. So we hung in there. It was about a 20-minute trade, but hung in there. Thought for sure it was going to stop me out a couple of times, but it did not. So now we're 1 for 2. No, we're one for 3 on the gauntlet. 1 for 2 on the TCP for the day, for the morning anyway. By the way, to the point we were talking about earlier about wider stops, I have been running a 16.8 on copper, but I used to run a 20 point profit target 15 stop. Sorry, 15 tick stop loss 20 tick profit target. And I went back to that wider. I would have gotten stopped out with the 8 tick. But because I ran the 15 tick, I was able to stay in that trade and got that win. As for NQ, which I kind of forgot about as that was going on, we see it's kind of came down here twice to the same level. You can see that support line that drew there and bounced twice now. Back up to the SMA. Oops. Approaching the 10 a.m. Eastern Time on the East Coast. Probably stream for about another hour. Then I'll take about 8 hours off. And be, well, about 8.5 hours off and be back on Share Vision tonight. Trying to come back down for a third run at this level here. Got down to 62 here, got down to 67 there. We opened at 67, so it's trying to get back below the. I'm sorry, no, we did not. We actually opened at 75, so it's actually already gotten down below there. Copper popping back up now to the SMA. The reason why I ended up feeling confident about that copper trade there, we saw it had sent a short signal just about 15 minutes before, and that one kind of fizzled out and then reversed. But then we had it came back up. It could not reach this high back here, and broke back down on that short signal below the SMA line. So that's why I decided to get in there, and then just kind of fizzled down and finally. But another thing I've noticed, and maybe y'all can confirm. When we look at the 5-minute chart. Okay, 5-minute. Also, in the 5-minute chart, I mean, you can see here. You can see where it was going to exhaust. But if you notice, a lot of times, well, things will meander along, going down, and then the move will end with one big whoosh down before it reverses. Moves seem to hardly end with like a small candle. Big whoosh down, or and it seems like that happens more with going down than up. See if I can find an example of that here on NQ as well. And I guess that one kind of ended on a small candle, but okay, it's making a liar out of me. Never mind. It just seems like more oftentimes than not, the way a move will end is with one big final grand finale big move. So what's Crude doing? Crude staying right around the 102 mark now. So again here, I mean, Now, obviously, I would have just taken a small profit, but on this entry here, if I would have just, if I would have had a 20, like a 20 tick stop, this would have went, $1,000 if I had stayed in throughout this whole move. So even though it would have been like a $200 risk, it could have been a 5R trade. So it's just like most people. Oh, hey, there's a hog signal and an NQ signal. Ooh, big burst up there on NQ, 60 points. Oh wait, was there news, Chris? Are you still here? There was news at this time, wasn't there? That I just forgot about. Yep. Been nice if I would have remembered that. That'd been a nice move to catch as well. Hog's sending me a short signal, but SMA line there. I don't like that. I should have taken that long though on the hogs that open. Look at that. That's gone. Wow, that's gone a lot, honestly. Oh my god, that's, I think. Hmm. Let me go salivate over some hogs. Okay, that didn't sound right. So off that signal, it went 84 ticks. That's $840. That'd been a nice move to catch. Watch it make me regret not taking this short, but so so rejection off that Bollinger Band and all the way back down. So it went up 56 points and then all the way back down and back under the SMA. Hey, Jeremy. How are you? Sorry, I didn't mean to ignore you there. I was looking at hogs. So, market liked the news for 30 seconds and then hated the news afterwards, and now we're heading down and we're going to grab NQ. If it breaks this level here, I got my finger on the trigger. I got my finger on the trigger. Some traders wonder why. But trading NQ, it's do or die. Old school. Glad to hear it, Jeremy. Have you been trading this morning so far? I was confident this was going to break. I'll enter here for the extra few points. Copper wants to try and convince me to get back in. people on Twitch. I see that there's 3 of you. Feel free to jump in on the conversation as well. Everyone feel free to jump in on the conversation. If you have questions or comments, always feel free. NQ definitely jumpy here right around the 180 mark. Kind of waiting to see if it breaks. Now big move back up to the SMA. SMA is kind of flat. Huh. 10. Well, let me check. I'm looking at Restream and it's telling me 2 now. But let me see. Let me actually go over to Twitch. Yep, it's showing me 2. I don't get many Twitch viewers anymore. Yep, just 2. Last night I had 1 person on Twitch the entire night. That was Linux. Up, so NQ popped back up. A bongo? I think the money that's accumulated for subscriptions on Twitch is always going to be frozen and suspended there because I don't think I'm ever going to reach the payout threshold there. So kind of sideways here now on NQ. Not taking another short here. Let's see how much. Let's blow up copper and we'll do our little thingy here. Set it if we're looking for 20 ticks with a 15 tick stop loss. See what it does. UB starting to rally up. That's a nice long signal there. Dare I test UB again? It's kind of right at that level that came up here on this candle though. Signal went away. Signal's back. High of that candle where it tried again was right where it's at now. Up. He who hesitates is lost. Darn it. Okay. We're not going to chase it. It did go 4 ticks. Would have been nice. Ooh, I can NQ to give me one more opportunity to pump up the TCP on the day. NQ again bounced off the SMA, so maybe it is going to give me another opportunity. There we go. Let's see if it Let's see if it closes back below this 30 seconds. I hate that. Let's see. Hanging right around that resistance area. Don't want to get in too early and have it bounce off. Yeah. Well, there we go. I'm in. Let's hopefully I didn't get in too soon. Did a little burst there. Tried to catch the burst. And it's going to reverse. No, maybe not. Let's see what it wants to do here. Don't want to see green. Don't want to see green. Don't want to stop me out. Okay. Just wiped out TCP back down to just about 0. So we're now at $1.12 on the TCP after 12 days. And once again, I mean, I ran a 15-point stop, so I don't want to run higher than 15 points. But this came up, did a stop, and heading back down. Copper would have given us the 20 ticks off that short signal. Look at that now. So my entry there on that last trade was 66. No, I'm sorry, it's 51. I got stopped out at 66. 51. Oh, still not. Well, so I just got in at the absolute worst time again. So, over the last few minutes, I've had 3 opportunities that presented itself. Copper, which worked. UltraBond, which worked. AQ that did not at this point. I mean, it might still have worked if it was a wider stop. We'll see. But, I took the 1 out of the 3 that hasn't worked. And just, I'm frustrated. I gotta find a way to move forward, and I feel I'm not gonna keep. I'm not gonna keep venting. I think I'm gonna stop trying to play these breaks of support and resistance and just follow my signals. This signal on gold would have been good, but we needed a 20 tick stop. But obviously it's gone 20 ticks down since that signal. Would not have taken that right there because of the uptrending SMA. But once it bounced off that SMA and started heading back down, that'd be a good entry. Up. Oh yeah. Okay. So NQ did curl back up to the SMA line. No, Gunk, I have no order flow. Nope. I've tried having DOMs up in the past, and all it does is, I see a load of orders at one level, thinking that's a support area. As it gets closer to that area, all of a sudden those orders get pulled, and it just blows through it. I mean, I am looking at more volume, starting to look at that stuff. I just only have so much time, you know, to study and while also doing stuff I need to earn money for and everything. So, I'm limited to the weekends to where I can try and learn new stuff. I'm trying to learn supply and demand zones. I think that can help. I actually started checking that out a little bit last night on like my 5 minutes of free time. And actually, I went to a 1 hour chart and I did draw out these supply and demand zones. They're pretty far away, but at least, if we ever get to those areas, I'll remember that those are supply zones and demand zones. Honestly, I mean, I don't, when I'm going back through, you see this, you know, each time this has come down, this has popped back up. So I should have been weary of that, honestly. But when I draw out my stuff like this, when I'm drawing out, I'm only drawing out from the signals. I'm not doing any of this, support and resistance stuff. I'm not even looking at that when I draw these out and get my winning percentages based on the signals. So then, when I'm actively trading, I'm throwing in this whole supply and demand thing, and I'm not sure it's helping any. I mean, long signal here. I should have jumped in, but I was ranting, and it's gone up 20 points now. Physics is easy. Okay, A, I disagree. Physics isn't easy. And B, welcome. I haven't seen your name before. Thank you for joining me. The ETT quest is going well for everybody besides me, where I'm taking 2 steps forward and 2 steps back. Everyone else, though, there's been a lot of winners today. And yeah, I mean, I need to. I do want to learn some market profile stuff. It's just, I mean, I need another screen at least because especially when I'm streaming, on my second screen I have Streamlabs up, I have Restream up, and I have the chat window up. So that's covering the entire second screen. I do have more screens I can add, but unfortunately I need some help getting them because they're on the second floor of the house, and uh, I only have one leg. Also, I'm not sure I have a monitor stands as well, but I'll have to see if I can fit it on this desk. ES, something along signal here. That's an interesting. ES chart looks a lot different than the NQ chart right now. NQ looks sideways, a wide sideways base, whereas ES looks like a downtrend, which is unusual for them to kind of look different. ES looks like it's running into its bands. And the Russell just went down and didn't really do any of this stuff. Whoa, boy, that moved down on crude. 69 tick 1 minute candle there. So it just dropped in 4 minutes. It dropped $1,500. This would have been awesome. I was ranting in here instead of taking this long, but it's gone almost 30 points now. I'm also thinking 30 points might be a little bit too much, and 15 points might be a little bit too little. And I'm thinking maybe I should run a 20-point profit target. Approaching 10:30, so we'll probably trade for another half hour. I'd like to find one winning trade to get us back into some positive momentum on the TCP. Remember, we're back tonight on Share Vision at 7:45 Eastern. Share Vision tomorrow morning. We're going to run with this schedule for Share Vision and YouTube for the month of March and see how it goes. There's a possibility in April that I might change it to where Share Vision's all evenings and YouTube's all mornings. I think that might make more sense instead of people trying to remember when things are where. Because I know one day I'm going to hook up to the wrong one some morning. But for those unaware, I think this is the right one. Let's see. This is the schedule for YouTube and Share Vision for my now 10 streams a week. YouTube is Monday and Wednesday evenings, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday mornings. ShareVision is Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday evenings, Monday and Wednesday mornings. And the link for ShareVision is in the notes down below. Yeah, Tom, the only reason I decided to do this is, hey, I didn't want to throw the YouTubes. I wasn't sure how ShareVision was going to work out. And I wasn't sure, if how easy it was going to be to get those 30 views I need on ShareVision each time. So I just kind of threw that together, but that's what we'll probably switch in April. Also, again, I'll be doing 2 extended streams. Both of those will be on YouTube and Twitch. FMLC meeting day on March 16th. We'll start at normal time at 7:30 Eastern, and we'll run through the meeting and through the after effects of the meeting. And then Friday, April 1st, I will trade the London session. Start at 1 a.m. Eastern. We'll trade through the morning, which includes a non-farm payrolls report on April 1st. It's also April Fool's Day. And we'll trade through the New York session until about an hour or until I pass out. So, if you want to spend your late night with me on Friday, April 1st, I will be here to trade a London session. Hogs. Yep. Nice signal on hogs, but it's into the Bollingers. I've also considered, excuse me, trying to throw a website together where people could sign up for notifications for when I do go live. I've always posted on Twitter, but not everybody uses Twitter. But I could do like it where people get an email. I know Twitch sends an email, but like I said, not many of my uh, viewers come from Twitch anymore. I don't think ShareVision sends anything. Be nice if they add that. ES pulling back. So anybody else in anything right now, or is everyone just kind of done for the day? Vincent, you still in that trade? And Vincent, what time did you get up today? Short signal on ES. Popped up back below the SMA, sorry. EMA2 actually, blue line. After that big move down there on crude, it's pretty much come all the way back. That's pretty amazing. Crude dumped down over 1.5 points, almost 2 points. And it's now gained it all back, almost. So 2 points down, 2 points up. So $2,000 each way, and it's happened all in the last 15 minutes. That's excellent, Gunk. Excellent. Yep, look at that. Now, crude is back above this recent high and heading up toward 103. And by the way, if anyone doesn't remember daily chart on crude, we are, wow, look at that daily chart today. It's up 7 points today. But let's look. We have not been this high on crude since here. Last time we were touching this high on crude, July 23rd, 2014. We're actually at a consolidation point from way back in 2014, where we see it kind of consolidated before continuing to head down. Hogs. But be interested to see how high it gets. Obviously, it's nowhere near all-time highs yet, thankfully, which was back here in 2008 when it hit like 140, I think. 139, yeah, 146.37 is all-time high. No, 147.27, sorry. So hopefully we won't be seeing that. But it is kind of interesting here. Let me look at something. It's above the third band. Wow, Vincent, you got guts. Now, the reason I point out that it's into this third band here is because of this. Normally on a daily chart, if it breaks that third band, let's see if we have anything. Here broke the third band, next day reversed. Not a lot of band breaking on here. Broke here, and I mean continued down, but it ended up being a green candle the next day. Touched the third band, reversal. I've noticed that on daily charts on just about any asset, if it hits that third band, it's going to reverse. You know how, I mean, you don't always guarantee it on a smaller time frame. It can, but here, third band, reversed, reversed. I think we're going to see a reversal here soon. Reversed, next day reversed, reversed, reversed. So, and, well, of course, that's when oil went negative. Can't really count that, but I wish I'd been trading that day. I didn't know anything about futures then, but that would be fun to just be a part of. Just watch happen. I was following the news on it, but I really didn't understand it at that time. I wasn't a futures guy at that point. I wasn't really much of a stock guy yet at that point. Trading guy. So we're going to watch this to see if we start seeing any signs of reversal. Short signal on ES, but it came right down into that band, popping back up. Popping, stopping, popping like a rabbit. Gold gave us a long signal as I was staring at crude. Yep, oil just continues up. Now hitting a high of 103.65. By the way, we have, let's see here, because I do watch, and look at this. This is gasoline futures, also going absolutely wild today. This is something I've been watching as well. Haven't taken any trades on it, but if we had gotten in here just this long, this is gone. Let's see. That's gone. Holy Hannah. 1,675 ticks on gasoline futures at $4.20 a tick. 1675 times 420. Gas RB has gone up $7,000 a contract today. That's just today, Jay, since the open at 5 p.m. Central. This is a daily chart. It's gone up 1,675 ticks. And let's check ES. Oh yeah, ES is coming down. That would have been. Yeah, I've kind of lost focus now. That last trade kind of bopped me. Good job, Tom. So real quickly, just check. This is heating oil. I don't think it run. Oh, so look at heating oil as well. Also 420 a tick. Thinly traded during the evening sessions, but comes alive at the London. $2,287 ticks. So it's about a $10,000 move today on heating oil. That's okay, Tom. I mean, the sim trading should be celebrated too. You should be practicing, or it should be, whatever. There's absolutely. So everything petroleum related is blowing up. Well, maybe I shouldn't have phrased it like that. Everything petroleum related is definitely blowing through the Bollingers as well. But now it's interesting, actually. Is this at 2 or 3? Because it's 2.75, so it's definitely through the Bollingers. You see, it's gone through the Bollingers several times this week. So watching for some we'll watch for some reversals there. And let me try and get my head back in the game here.
Yeah, I always hesitate to trade against Vincent as well. You see copper popping copper, hopping, stopping like popping like a copper. Old school hip hop. Bet y'all didn't take me for a hip hop guy, did you? UltraBond definitely made a nice recovery here. Quite the interesting day in the UltraBond. Big move down, and then all these buy signals would have worked since. Would need a 5-point stop or 5-tick stop. Sorry. NQ, I need to go check that signal. But yeah, that one would have worked nicely. So on and so forth. Let's go check out. Oh, and hogs. Uh, short signal here on NQ. We're taking that as long as it stays. Seems like we might be starting into a sell-off here. Or reversal, I should say, not a sell-off. .21 candle here, touching the bands. That's kind of now it's kind of worrying me because I don't know if it's going to reverse here. Touching bands. We're filled. Hoping it doesn't reverse. Sorry, Vincent. Moving down. Just broke VWAP too. Nice. Great job, Tom. Let's look back here, see if there's a struggle point. Low here is at 47. There, nice. Stop just moved a little bit above break even. There we go. Come on, don't pull back on me. Come on, 10 more points. Ah, don't reverse here. No. Yeah, that's what I want to see. Red. Red, show me blood. Oh, sorry. There we go. Come on. 10 more points. That's all I want. Definitely think I want to go to a 20. 20 by 15. I think 20 would be easier on my heart.
There we go. Oh, it just came within like a tick of my. There we go. Cashed out on one. Stop is trailing. Excellent. Stop is trailing. Okay, just stop me out. And that's a winner. That makes me happy. Let's go look at the stats. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I totally forgot to put up my chart. So, quick, if you don't see my chart when I say I'm in a trade, say it in chat. Chart. You didn't put up your chart or something. Because I think sometimes forget to switch the screens. I entered on this candle here, off of that signal. Entered in at 14,189. Cashed out the first one. It's hard to tell. Let me look at the stats now. So yeah, entered two contracts at 14,189. We cashed out one at 14,159 and the second one at 14,157. So 30 on one, 32 on another. So 30 points, 60. So about $124 win. There we go. There's a cha-ching. And that makes me much happier. As it now puts the TCP back up to being up $121 on the day. Up to $121 total. We're back to green on the day on the TCP. Great job, Tom. That was a nice move down. Unfortunately, it did stop out Vincent, which I feel bad about. I mean, it's not like I caused it, but stats have not yet updated on the dashboard in the top right-hand corner. Let me see if I hit refresh, if it does it. It's not showing the right amount. It hopefully will update here soon. Thank you, Matt. Gold did the exact opposite move there. As Nasdaq was coming down, gold went up. Been nice if I would have noticed that. Although actually gold move started earlier and I just kind of missed it. It's gone up 7 points. So about 10 more minutes on the stream. We'll see if there's anything else that pops. Nice late morning moves here. Natural gas popped as well. Oh, look at oil continuing to go. Oil's now hit 104.44 for a high. Just to show you, how much oil's running here. This is the 5-minute chart, and this is where I set the uh, high of the day when we came on about 3 hours ago as this yellow line, and now I got to set it all the way up here. Natural gas also made a new high of the day now. Oh, and look at that blow. Yeah, we were just talking before that trade about gasoline and oh wait, that's the daily charts. Never mind. I thought they all of a sudden blew up as well. Well, they did. So we were just talking about the how far these have moved, and this just went up. This candle here, that was $1,000 candle, 5 minute candle on HO. And like nobody I know trades HO or RB, but these are good movers. You can see it's still blowing up. Totally expecting this to go down either this afternoon or on tomorrow. But if you look here, I mean, this is now going up over 2,500 ticks at $4.20 a tick since the start of the day. Gold sending a short signal. Okay, TCP is now updated to the correct totals in the top right hand corner. Copper, just about at profit target if I would have taken that signal there on the buy. Actually, wait a minute, I have it on the wrong spot. I mean, that would have been the better place to take it, but honestly, if I had taken the signal right there, we would have been a profit target a long time ago. So again, this is why I like these signals. This one worked, this one worked. This is the one that actually worked. This one would have worked, this one would have worked. Would have ignored this one. That one would not have worked. Would have stopped me out. Obviously, this one would have worked. Oh, hogs. Oh, kind of like that. So they've been kind of iffy today. These signals have not worked today for the hogs. That one would have worked, and of course that first one would have worked. Or an HE chart. Ooh. I should do more sim trading, but I have trouble. My mind just has trouble thinking of it as that it's not real. It doesn't matter. So I might do things that I would normally do otherwise. Copper continues to head up. We're sideways now in the indices. Pull back here on gold. Crude came within a penny of 105. Hey, it's the hogs again. Okay, last trade of the day. I just got filled on hogs. I did not use the proper entry. So we're moving it down to 8 ticks. Down 4 ticks. I want 8 tick stop. It looks like we're gonna get stopped out. That was an iffy trade. I shouldn't have gotten in on that. Okay, stopped out on hogs. Iffy day on hogs. I shouldn't have taken that. I thought it was gonna break down, but it did not. Stayed in its range. Stupid. Nasdaq is continuing to head down. Just broke its 200 EMA on the 1 minute. So now it's trying to head back down toward its lows of the day. Quick look at the markets before we head off. 5 minute chart. Actually, I mean, it looks really ugly, but 1 minute chart makes it look better. We're about 2/3 down on the range of the full range. And we're nearing the lows of the day on the ES. Logs just send me a long signal now, of course. Anyway, copper did set new highs, new daily highs. Of course, gold also. Oh, gold just recently set a new daily high. UltraBond 5-point range. Crude oils, of course, set that new high there at 104.99. Natural gas setting a new high right now. That's pretty much where we stand. Crude did pull back here a little bit. But that's where we're going to call the stream for this morning. I want to thank everybody for joining me this morning. Remember, we are all ox all the time now, so tonight join me on ShareVision starting at 7:45 Eastern Time for another 2 to 3 hour stream. I admit that if the evening streams are if they tend to have like absolutely nothing going on, I may cut those a little bit shorter than the morning streams. We'll see. But yep, will be there tonight, and hopefully we can continue building the momentum of the TCP and that nice copper trade we took on the gauntlet. Thank you, Vincent. Thank you, Tom. Thanks everyone for that was chatting and joining me today. Hope you see you there tonight, or if you can make it, or tomorrow morning on ShareVision as well. Have a great rest of your day until tonight. Thanks, everyone. Bye.